Yeah.
Like, put money aside.
Mm.
I don't know if I can move out, yeah.
Why?
Like, that bond with my parents, like not seeing them and knowing that they can die. And knowing, not knowing, like, the fact that they can die and I'm not there. They can die anywhere, so lah.
Yeah lah, yeah.
But like they can die in their sleep and I'm not in the house.
Yeah.
Or like they can fall the toilet and they die because I'm not there.
What's up?
You're listening to Randomly Relatable SG,
where we talk about random things you relate to.
So, like, you said that it was because of the religious household and everything. Do you blame the religious household for you wanting to move out? Do you feel that, I don't like being in a very religious household, no? And then I just want to move out.
I wouldn't blame the religion. I wouldn't put the fault on religion. I would say it's more of how my parents
Interpreted the religion.
Yeah, interpreted or misinterpreted the religion, or like kind of make use of religion to their benefit. So I said before, religion is really beautiful. Especially Islam is really peaceful. Like, it aims to help humanity. But like, when I was raised, I didn't really feel that way because I was forced to do a lot of things. I was forced to do a lot of things that they think is right for me. And when you're forced to do something, the more you do something, it becomes insincere. It becomes like, oh, I do this for my parents, because my parents say so, or because my parents think that this will get me to heaven. You do good, you will go to heaven. It's not like they didn't teach me, oh, you do good because it will help people, it will make someone's life better. No, it's like all about pahala.
Very selfish also.
Yeah, it gives this sense of selfishness.
It's true.
Yeah.
I think the follow-up question is that we just want to clarify what was your reason of moving out. From what I'm hearing is that because and your video that you posted lah, you said that your household that you were in, your environment that you were in was not good for yourself, was not good for your mental health. Am I right to say that? Or wasn't good for your mental health, and it's not something you want to stay in lah. And then one of the from the whole
sharing
just now, what I'm gathering is that you don't really agree with what your parents do, and then you're running away from home lah, and you want to move out lah.
Yeah.
At the start, when you say you write the letter or the things, right, email and all, I just want to ask, are you still in contact with your parents?
I used to be in like the first month when I moved out.
Okay.
But when I email them, it's usually sentimental. Like, I would say, hi, how are you? I love you. Things like that. Like, really sweet things, And they will reply with like really short replies. Like, where are you? We want to meet you. It's like, I also like it's not like I wouldn't say like what they did was wrong, like emailing me like this. Maybe they didn't know how to show love or whatever, and understanding. But I also realized that as a parent, you also need to understand your children's language of love. So if I do email you and I ask you how are you, maybe just take a moment to reply. Like, you reply with like one sentences, like, what am I gonna get from it?
So after the first month, you weren't in contact anymore?
Yeah. Now? So like, they basically kept pestering me like, oh, I want to meet you, which obviously I made it clear in the letter that like I needed time to heal. So needed time to heal means like I'm not going back. Like, I can come back anytime like I want, but basically what I gathered is that they didn't really take the time to internalize and understand the long letter that I wrote.
So your relationship with your parents right now is broken lah.
Shaky.
Yeah.
Shaky.
Like, yeah.
Why you never give them your number? You change number?
I changed my number. Cause I know they will call me like constantly.
So you are not down for like a FaceTime with your parents?
They hate me. Like, I've heard things they said. Like
you're not okay with like calling them?
I will be okay, but they won't be.
So maybe the next question I have for you is that, like, do you see yourself? You can answer or don't answer lah. So it's up to you lah. Do you see yourself
ever moving back?
Not say moving back lah, like mending the ties, mending the ties back with your parents?
I don't think I see myself like mending the relationship because one, I don't think I will like see myself having a child, and they won't like want to come back to me just because they have a grandchild. But also I think it's very my household relationship is very shaky. Um, there are a lot of reasons why I move out.
Yeah.
So like
Do you mind sharing?
Do you want to
yeah.
share or do you do?
yeah.
Okay.
There are a lot of like factors that led to me leaving the house, right? And one of it is actually like because of this uncomfortable relationship that I have with my sexual abuser in the house.
Okay.
Currently still living in the house. So if I'm talking about like mending my relationship with my parents, I'm also talking about mending my relationship with a sexual abuser in the house, which is I don't think that's possible.
Understand.
Yeah.
Understand.
Like I think there will come to a point where I will seek forgiveness. I will try to forgive this person, but some things forgiveness is a choice. Some things really forgiveness is a choice, and right now I think healing is necessary.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because for myself, I treasure family a lot. Then since young my why has always been family. So the people around me, so normally their whys is like family, their parents, this that make my parents proud, make my family proud, future family, this that lah. But for yourself, I just want to know, like, what are your whys lah to succeed and to push
What
on in
motivates
life?
you?
What motivates you?
That's a good question. I really like that. So because of my past experiences like with mental health, like with the things that I went through in a toxic house, I my main goal in life is to pursue like uh something that helps mental health. Maybe
Okay.
like research towards mental health, like as a scientist, as like a laboratory technician. Yeah,
Libertarian.
like I really find the importance in like nurturing one's mental health, and especially in Singapore, like uh, it's a rising problem, especially with academic stress and everything. Like it's very important to me.
Do you recommend like teenagers or youths, moving out, and should they do it before like clarifying certain steps, clarifying with themselves and stuff like that? Yeah. Would you recommend youths doing it?
Yes, I would recommend because there are many benefits to moving out. It's not simply like, oh, you trying to get away from your parents. It's also like about seeking independence. You knowing to do everything by yourself, like simple things like chores, like managing your finances. Everything you should learn it on your own, and also it's a big stepping stone to self discovery.
Okay.
So when you're living in your household, you're always surrounded by your parents, and in a way you're influenced by their directions, what they want you to do in life and whatnot. Like even if you do not feel it, you are subconsciously influenced by their own decision making. And when you live alone, you get to make your own decisions. And I think this Singaporean mindset or like the Asian mindset is like you move out when you're getting married. So in
Yeah.
a sense, you never ever live alone. You move out of your parents' house, you live with another significant other and start another family. You are never
yeah.
really knowing yourself. You're always with someone.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, and in a
Never
way,
really thought about it that way.
yeah, in a way, you have to like seek even a short period of time is possible. You just seek a period of time where you're comfortable but being yourself and like discovering what you like and what you don't like. You can even go to the point of like you discovering what you like in another person, in a significant other. Maybe when you gain the independence, you don't really like certain traits in other people, like messy or
Farts in his sleep.
yeah, and
Snoring.
So, besides that, what other benefits?
I mean, like, just to add on a bit, I think this is a very Western. I would feel like it's a very
yeah.
Western ideology. You know, like when they're 18,
They all move out.
they all move out at 18 years old, and like in Asia, it's not really practiced. It's an interesting experience, and I hope that through listening to this podcast, you have learned at least one thing and know how to prepare to move out eventually. Yeah. So if you haven't followed us on all our social medias, or if you haven't followed us on our social medias, later I tell you what are some of your social medias that you would like to share.
If you don't want to share, it's okay lah.
Yeah, if you
but
don't want to share, it's fine.
I have my ASMR channel. Wait, we're supposed to do our ASMR.
Oh yeah.
later lah.
Okay,
Later.
so I have a YouTube channel. It's called Syncope Spells. And syncope basically means lowering blood pressure. So lowering
In what language?
English.
Syncope.
Syncope.
Syncope. It sounds like a
Yes.
Singlish thing, yeah.
So
Jom syncope ah. Okay lah, jom ah.
Kau nak lower blood pressure tu.
so it means like fainting. So sleeping to the point of like you're fainting. You know?
Okay.
So Syncope Spells ASMR. Yeah, that's all. Like
Okay.
my Instagram is Dani Thick.
Dani Thick.
Thick.
How do you what? DANI?
THICC.
Oh, really?
THIQUE. Thick but bougie.
Sorry.
Bougie thick.
Tebal.
Thick.
Pekat.
Call.
Yeah, so if you guys are interested, you can follow her, and I'm sure if they have any questions, they can DM you definitely, right?
Yeah.
So if you haven't followed us on all our social medias, it is at randomlyrelatable_SG. Thank you so much for those who are watching on YouTube. Thank you so much for those who are listening on Spotify. If you would like a space to talk about anything and everything, we have a Telegram group, Randomly Relatable SG community, where you can talk about anything and everything, and I'm sure the community will help you in any way that they can. With that, come to the end of the podcast. Thank you, and we'll see you guys next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.